All right, everybody, I'm back with this beautiful Carmona, better known as a Fukien Tea tree. Again, I think I've talked about this in other videos with my other Fukien Tea trees. These trees can be very finicky and very tough to grow. I would not consider them a beginner bonsai tree for any beginner. Quite honestly, I don't think I'll be buying any more of them unless I find like a really spectacular one. They just tend to get a lot of fungal infections and bugs, and they tend to be, from my experience with these trees, much harder than other indoor trees like the Chinese elm, or actually any other bonsai tree that I've ever grown for that matter. So, but I am very lucky that I found this tree. I actually found it just at a nursery in the back corner, and I really liked the shape of the trunk, the size of the trunk compared to other ones that I had found. It was a little bit more expensive than the ones you would find at a box store. I think I paid $69.99 for this tree, so not too bad. And then from what I'm getting out of it, I think that was a really good price. And as you can see, it's blowing up with growth. This one happens to be very, very healthy. Some of my other ones did not get so lucky. They, like I said, developed a lot of fungal infections. Some of them I was able to save, a few of them died. But yeah, I mean, I've had everything from the little black mites on these things to, the leaves turning brown with white spots, and the trees completely like just shriveling up, all the leaves shriveling up, even though they've been watered and in good soil. So very tough tree in my opinion to work with. Not that they typically require much care. You just throw them in a window somewhere and you can just water them, but they do tend to get, like I said, fungal infections and bugs and stuff more than any other plant that I've ever dealt with. So today what I'm going to do is go through and just wire some of these branches a little bit better into pads, do some cutting, and I'm going to thin out the upper part of the tree because I want to focus the energy on the lower part of the trunk, and I don't want the upper part of the tree to get thicker than the base. So that's what I'm doing today. Go through, get these big leaves off. Any branches up here I decide I don't want, I'm going to take them off. And again, I'm going to clip these lower branches back a little bit and just wire them down, just to give it a little bit better shape and let it continue to grow into a nice little bonsai tree. So stick around, it's not going to take me that long. This is just a real quick clip, defoliation, and a few little wires. So I'm going to take this whole little branch that's growing out off because it's growing on the inside of a bend, and that's something we don't want at all. So just going to grab it and break it off basically. As you can see, that really opens up that nice curve right there. anyway, so that's that. Again, didn't take all that long, and it looks totally different in my opinion now, in a good way. Definitely have a little bit more pad separation. You know, here, I started to run this branch around this way to make a separate pad, kind of that curls out back, give a little bit more depth. There's a little pad out back here. You know, I'm just leaving the top to do its own thing, but I did thin it out quite a bit, took a lot of the big leaves off. And the whole idea is I'm trying to let as much foliage as I can down here kind of feed the base. And then as this thickens up, I'll slowly allow the top to grow more and more. But this is my second run with this tree doing this. When I first got it, I really thinned out the top to the point where it was basically just branches and a couple leaves here and there. And then none of those big long branches were down here on the bottom, but I just kind of let everything grow. I was letting the branches that were growing out this way just kind of grow and feed the base. At this point, I kind of wanted to take them off. They're getting kind of woody at the bottom. I'd rather not have a bunch of, you know, big scars going up the trunk. I know this looks kind of scarred up as it is, but the less I can add to that, the better. So I think this looks really nice, and there's multiple, I think there's definitely multiple different possibilities for the front. Like, I think that would look really cool right there in the future. For now, it's going to stay in here, obviously, but you know, that might look really neat in the future as a front. Or we could have the original front just like it is. I don't know, we'll see how it looks, but I mean, overall, I think it's going to develop into probably my nicest Carmona that I own. And I have some other ones I'm going to bring on maybe next week and get those repotted into bonsai pots, and then shape those a little bit. I don't want to do too much to them after potting them, but they do need a little bit of work. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to watch this tree, you know, grow, and all my other trees, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a good day, everybody.